Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tarpaper. You are watching the 4th episode of our 6th season. Tarpaper is in the studio tonight, and I had to make the joke while we were in the intro that, oh, it's a perfect episode so far. And then I said to myself, something's going to go wrong. And what went wrong? It was me. And ladies and gentlemen, God, really? Welcome, Tarpaper. How's it going?
It's going great.
Going good? It's going great. Now, after I did my job properly. Actually, what the people at home don't even know is I'm not even here. Like, I come in on Tuesday and green screen myself in. You guys are just playing to an empty wall. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Just like at home.
Just exactly. I got to know why Tarpaper, because right up until we started rolling, you guys were Tarpaper and the Wild Roses.
Well,
and you dropped half the name.
It's a long name.
Is it a long story?
It's a very long name. Well, we were trying to think of a band name for the better part of a year, and we just kept coming back to it. It was the first one that actually clicked. It's very difficult to come up with a band name, as it turns out.
Yeah.
So I was looking through one of my grandma's old poetry books, and it was a poetry book about Saskatchewan and prairies in general.
Was this a poetry book to your grandma, or just one?
No, she wrote it.
Oh, you?
A book
cool.
of her poems.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I was flipping through, and I was trying to find, ideally, a short name of a poem to use as a band name. and kept flipping through and flipping through. They were all, a lot of them were, the entire first line was the title, and so a lot of them were virtually unusable. And we kept coming back to Tarpaper and Wild Roses, and we kind of made an agreement, it's this, until we think of something shorter and more different.
Well,
and,
what was the poem about?
The poem was about the prairie, frozen prairie. It's a lot more poetic when you read it.
You didn't read it. You just said sure.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to think of something.
Rolls off the tongue.
A lot of history in the studio tonight. Man married to one of my best friends. I sounded like I was choking up there for a second, but really I was just kind of coughing. Married to one of my best friends. Rick, we go way back. You, sir, were Molly Summers and the Callbacks, which is this weird little band I shot a concert of once, and when I was going through the footage back at home, I thought, you know what? I'm going to burn this to disc, just because I never heard of you guys again, so...
It's going to be worth something one day.
So which of the four of you is going to be famous? Because two members moved away to become actors. You're in a new band.
The others will be famous.
Oh, come on.
I'll be behind computers for the rest of my life.
Well, that was uplifting.
Yeah.
And you, sir?
What a soul-crushing comment.
I've only really hung out with you twice. Once was this man's stag.
Which was a good time.
And you were dressed in head-to-toe Oilers apparel, and that was a majority of the conversation.
I love him.
A big Oilers fan.
I love him.
So, I think we should just bridge right into this. And again, we never talk about sports on the show, but maybe that should change tonight. I hear there's a strike. There is no NHL currently. You know how I know that? Because I get paid sometimes by Credit Union Center to do the Jumbotron camera, and I was supposed to work the Bruins game at the end of September. However, I was informed my services were not needed because there is an NHL strike. And I said, huh. So, thank you for coming tonight. It must weigh heavily on you. No hockey so far.
I think Mike Myers put it back. I was watching old SNL on Netflix one night and randomly picked the one. It was during the 1994-95 lockout. And he came out and he said, it's just so stupid. And that was the entire segment. And it really hit home with me. It really resonated.
Speaking of Saturday Night Live, I remember when baseball was on strike. And David Spade came out on the news and did a funny thing. And he said, you know, these skills don't really translate that well into the real world, people. You know, someone's going to tell you, oh, you used to be a catcher? That's going to come in really handy if someone falls out of the Ferris wheel. We should just do this all night. We should just, like, reminisce about old SNL skits. One of the most bizarrest starts to strip down ever. But we should get back. Let's get back to the task at hand, the music. The first song, right out of the gate, right after I messed up the intro twice, and you guys saved me by blistering into song number 1. What was that?
The song's called Don't You Wait. Last year I was taking my 3rd year of carpentry school in Prince Albert, and I elected to stay with my friends there, Colby and Becky, and they just had Shout out.
This show actually goes to Prince Albert, so are they still in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They definitely
They're
are.
still in the Albert?
And they were in the process of preparing for then having their first baby Hannah. And so the house was a frightening place to be. So I'd stay in the basement, and one night came up with that riff, and I was like, I kind of like it, but I wanted to get a melody to it and some lyrics. So I just started writing mostly nonsense, and then I had enough nonsense, I tried to tie it together, and threw a chorus in. And
Can I ask why it was a scary place?
babies are scary. They very volatile. They're full of a lot of happiness and love, but also a lot of, I don't know, puking and pooping.
A lot of poo.
They made me hold it. I haven't held a lot of babies.
They made you hold it, quote.
Well, they very encouraged it, and then
and being the good actor you are.
well, Becky's mother handed it to me, and so at that point I was holding it because she let go of it as well.
And Becky, if you're watching, it's okay to change the channel as of now. I promise it's only going to get better. That was good. And that turned into a song.
Yeah, definitely did.
Okay. We wanted to do 3 songs in this first segment, which is rare, but doable. So what is song number 2 from Tarpaper?
It's called I Found You, and it's a song...
Is it baby inspired?
No.
No?
No, actually, I wrote this song shortly after, who now is my wife, but then girlfriend, moved into this cozy little apartment on Wilson Crescent. And I was messing around with my Mac, and I wrote that song, and lyrics are obviously about our very happy relationship.
Awesome. All right, well, I want to hear it.
All right.
I'm going to disappear again. Ladies and gentlemen, Tarpaper.
It took a while to figure it out, and after a while, all I thought about, couldn't believe what I had found. Someone I could love up and down. I found you. Everything kept coming together. Super twisted roads, twisted weather. Couldn't believe what I had found. Someone I could love up and down. I found you, I found you, I found you, I found you. I found you, I found you, I found you. I found you, I found you, I found you. I found you, I found you, I found you.
This is Stripped Down, and this is Tarpaper. That song again was
I Found You.
I Found You. Now, we want to get to another song before we take our first commercial break, but I kind of want to talk about off-camera for a second, if I can. Nick and Rick, when I first met you guys a few years back, you were in a different band called Off Camera. What happened to Off Camera? I did a little arts piece on you guys back in like 2009 or something, and I always thought maybe one day they'll be on Stripped Down, but it never quite happened. So Off Camera just kind of imploded, exploded.
It happened. We realized it happened, and that's where it went. That's how it is. That's it.
It just, one day it just wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, the spark just kind of died on it, and it just, you know, some things just fizzle out, and you move on, and
Yeah.
find
say
some
Russ-
cool dudes to do some other stuff with, and that's where it goes.
So in between off camera and Tarpaper, what was going on? Because I heard rumblings every once in a while. There was like new bands here, or you're trying something there, but nothing quite clicked.
Just never clicked, and finally one day I was like, you know what, I've had enough. I'm just gonna throw my name out there, see if someone's has a spot. And Patrick here threw me an email, said, "Why don't you come and try out?"
And
I
then you broke
did.
into my home.
Then you put Rick
Then
in
I
your-
broke into his house.
Then you put
Actually,
Rick-
no. Funny
broke
story
into somebody
about that
else's
is
house? Okay.
I broke into a house on Main Street. So
You broke into a house on Main Street.
yeah, thinking it was his house.
Ooh.
It doesn't go 8, 9, 10. It goes 8, 9, Main.
That's where we'll leave that story. But
So you broke into someone else's house thinking it was the lead singer of your bands, and
Yeah.
it wasn't the right house. Were there
Yeah.
people inside the house?
I'm sure they were upstairs terrified.
Really?
Somebody was coming into their house yelling.
And I'm sure they wonder where their VCR went. But,
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's a good VCR.
So like you and Rick kind of come as a pair, right? Like you're like, well, you
Package
can have
deal.
me, but I come with the drummer. He's in my backpack.
More or less.
Yep. Were you happy to make the jump?
Yeah, same thing. I didn't really get into too much in between, and then I think it was earlier May or so this year. These guys were like, "Yeah, we need a drummer," so here I am.
Here you are. And onwards and upwards. Again, I don't want to go too heavy because we got to get one more song in before the first commercial break. So, song number 3. What do we got?
It's called Dreams.
What is Dreams about? If
It's,
I may indulge me.
It's another song, actually, about my wife.
Okay.
I found this old notebook. I was flipping through it. Nick was playing a cool riff. Actually, you guys should switch instruments.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
And he's playing this cool riff, and I was flipping through this notebook like crazy, trying to turn it into a song. And then I found something that worked out. The timing worked out, and voila, it was a song.
Is this going to work?
Yeah, I can just pull mine. I don't know if you can.
So why the title?
I say dreams more than any other word in the song,
So
which
by-
often dictates
by
the song
default?
titles. Yes. It was also it's had 4 or 5 names, but they get super confusing to me if I don't use the most prevalent word.
Take it away, Tarpaper.
There was a time when everything was new. The light would come when you asked it to. And sometimes late at night, when I would search for truth, I close my eyes and I dream of you. And I dream of you. And I dream of you. Do you ask yourself, what can I do? 'Cause I dreamed of this, yeah, I dreamed of you. Do you ask yourself, what can I do? I dreamed of this, and I dream of you, and I dream of you, and I dream of you. And I dream of you, and I dream of you.
We are spending 60 minutes with Tarpaper, and during that last song, I snuck into the control room and talked to the guys in there, and I came up with a new segment. Every week from now on, we should do something called Dylan Evans Wants to Know. Just a quick little segment. We all know and love Dylan as one of the front men of Pirate Fridays, and he just told me to ask you a question, and I was like, great, here's a new segment. Dylan Evans Wants to Know. So here we are, episode 1. Dylan Evans wants to know, what's with the double neck? Quote.
Well, it's one of those things where whenever you can't afford something, you find a deal. And so and I've always loved double necks. My favorite guitar player is Gordie Johnson, who loves double necks. And I was in a Long McQuaid, and I looked on the wall, and they had one on special. And it was less than half price, and it was used. And so I asked, what's the deal with that thing? You know, what's wrong with it? Why is it so cheap?
Just like Dylan Evans would ask.
And they said, nothing, man, it's all good. And I called BS. And so they handed it to me, and the necks were straight. It played really well. And I was scared to actually plug it in, so I didn't. And then, of all the things in the world, the in-laws were in town that weekend, and I was complaining about how, like, you always see these things at the worst times. And then in September, I got an early Christmas present.
Well, that was the best answer tonight, and it wasn't my question. Who feels bad about himself now? This guy right here. We should jump into our first commercial break. We have lots more with Tarpaper coming up right after this. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509. Or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, Tarpaper.
Just to watch you sleep, resting on the windowsill, keeping the peace, the moon, the stars, and the sky above the city streets. I can stay just to watch you sleep. I can stay for a while. I can stay.
Well, that was more fun than we usually have on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, Tarpaper, what was that? That was awesome. I'm tired just watching that. What was the name of that song?
Take it slow.
Okay, we're going to talk to our audio engineer in a second here, but first let's break down Take It Slow. Seems like not the title of that song.
Well, there's
That's how I form my questions.
there's a particularly famous song called Take It Easy. And don't want to get anyone's hopes up. They peek at the set list and go, oh, yes, love that song. And it's just like another A minor. Oh, and a G. Sweet. This totally sucks. I want to hear some Don Henley.
You were saying during setup and sound check that there's a few songs that you just find boring on bass. That, however, wasn't one of them.
No, that's probably the favorite song in the set for me. I get to do a lot of fun stuff in it, and I don't have to just sit there and watch them do crazy.
Nice. Well put. All right, let's turn the light back on. Let's throw it over to this week's audio engineer. We're having a lot of fun tonight, and you can't spell fun without A-L-E-X. It's Alex Tushinov. Oh,
That right
come
there
on!
defines the segment.
I worked on that all week. I was like, how else can I do it? It's been so many weeks. You're like the tubs to my Crockett here on Strip Down. You're not going to get that reference. Ask your dad.
I'm way too young for that.
Yeah, that's cool. So this week, how's it going?
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good.
A little Tarpaper in the studio tonight. Thoughts so far?
There's a bit of Tarpaper. It's nice. It's very, very gritty.
Sounding good?
Oh yeah, big time.
We went from a rapper to Ryland Schultz, which was acoustic, to Kirby Criddle and Eli, which was acoustic, to full-on rock band. This is the first full-on rock band we've had in the new set. First full-on rock band you've mixed this season. Is it good to be back? Does it feel like home?
Yeah.
It seems like all we did was rock bands last year from about March till we ended in July.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a preference? Do you like mixing this? Would you
Yeah, it's
rather
more
do
fun. There's more to do.
Yeah?
Yeah, the only I guess thing that's boring about it is mono. If I had stereo, this would be so much better. But
Well, we all can't have everything, Alex.
yeah,
There's a shot of Bryn though. Bryn's in there.
No money.
Wave Bryn. There she is. We rarely see that camera op. Good times here. So if you had one wish, Alex, it would be stereo.
oh yeah, big time.
Yeah?
Stereo.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Big Time Stereo. That should be the name of your next band. You and Brock
No.
Andrews are Big Time Stereo. Awesome. Where do we go next?
This next song, it's called Friend. It's about there's a dude who figures the whole apocalypse thing is coming for sure.
Is that dude you?
No.
No?
I look forward to December 22nd or whatever day it is. Anyways, knock on wood, I guess. And so this dude puts all his eggs into that basket, and he's ready for all hell to break loose. And then hell doesn't really start breaking loose on him. And then
So you have to do it yourself with this song.
No. It's just about him kind of going through the motions of, figures he's running out of time, so he, tries to fly on God. Figures he's running out of time, he tries to connect with those around him, and then he doesn't run out of time, but he runs out of resources.
Well, riddle me this: if it's December 21st, how do you guys spend your last day? Go through. Let's start with you, Rick. How do you spend your last day?
That's a good question. Spend every penny I have on pointless crap.
Pointless crap. Well put.
And then regret it the day after.
Yes. But if this is legit, how do you spend your last day?
Chocolate with Johnny Depp. Beautiful.
Follow that.
Good. I would think I would, I don't know, I'd probably argue with someone that it wasn't the last day.
All day long.
Yeah, and I'd probably go to bed super mad, and I obviously wouldn't wake up, I guess. So it'd be bad.
Wouldn't you take some duct tape and tape that guitar to your other guitar, and then you'd have the first ever triple neck?
Oh, God.
This is a sign.
Don't say that. I have to do that. You know that, right? That's my job.
So December 21st for you?
I fly somewhere like the Maritimes and die at the Maritimes.
Oh, I wanted to hear a Molly Summers in the Callback reunion show. Everyone back to the Cosmo Senior Center.
Can I actually?
Can
I go to the Maritimes with Derek?
If you bring your three.
Can I change my answer?
Guitar.
I'd like to change my answer.
I always feel like I ordered the wrong thing.
All right, I'm just gonna back away and let you guys play before we take our next commercial break. Take it away, Tarpaper.
Awesome.
You're watching Strip Down with Tarpaper, and I know you want to know what I'd do if the world was going to end in a day. I'd listen to that song all day long. That'd be the best day. We have to take our second commercial break. Stick around. We got lots more Strip Down coming up right after this.
All natural things on Earth and how they interact is biodiversity. From the microscopic to the mighty, from the smallest body of water to the coldest, from underground to the highest ground. When biodiversity is rich, we can count on the natural world to produce the oxygen we breathe, filter and purify the water we drink, and grow the plants we rely on for food and medicine. Due to human activities, biodiversity is being lost faster than nature can replenish it. So let's do what we can to help preserve biodiversity. Create natural spaces and plant native species. Take part in a wildlife survey. Get out and experience Canada's amazing variety of wildlife. And that's just a start. To learn more about biodiversity and how you can help protect it, visit hww.ca.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tarpaper.
I've been thinking of a master plan to build a ladder to a hidden land. Can't take the car, then they'll know we're gone. Once they start looking, wouldn't take them long. And there's a beam of light ahead, and it's all that's left to guide us. We'll travel the night and close your eyes. When the morning comes, you'll be home. Cut him straight. You don't have to run. Now the city's behind us. Keep moving along. Tomorrow, a new way. Tomorrow, we'll have escaped. And there's a beam of light ahead. And it's all that's left to guide us. Travel at night and close our eyes. There's a beam of light ahead, and it's all that's left to guide us. We'll travel at night and close our eyes. When the morning comes, you'll be home. You'll be home. You'll be home. You'll be home.
It's props time. You're watching Strip Down with Tarpaper, and it broke my heart that you changed your name right before the start of the show because Jay and I came up with this awesome plan. We're on the set. We were going to put Tarpaper, and then big shout out to Dollarama, and Wild Roses, which are, you know, we were going to litter the set with, you know, Tarpaper and Wild Roses, and it was going to be this awesome
Beautiful.
thing. It really was, but so the name change again just came because
Wanted something people would remember.
Tarpaper it was.
Tarpaper.
It makes sense.
And something that people didn't get tired from after saying.
Tired from saying it. It is a mouthful, but that's okay. You guys having fun tonight? We're really running out of time.
Woo!
It's great.
We have, yeah, that was a good shot. So, and it's ironic too because if longtime viewers of Strip Down will know that this floor used to actually legitimately be Tarpaper. So for 4 seasons we had Tarpaper on the floor instead of a real floor, and now that we have a real floor, Tarpaper comes on Strip Down. I know what you're thinking. All right, man, we've talked and played a lot of music tonight. We had to drop a commercial break, but it's Tarpaper. You got to do what you got to do. What's the last full song?
It is called Home Again.
Home Again? Is there a really good and really quick story behind Home Again?
Nope.
Nope. That's what I wanted to hear. Take it away, Tarpaper.
Where will I wander now? Was there on my way out? Every town is another town. Another dream tried and true. Not since I lost you. Where will I wander now? When it all starts to look the same, and no one's screaming out your name. And it can't be home again. It can't be home again. And as I look around, every town is another town. Eyes are open, but my head is down. Feels like with the boarded up. I've never felt so rough. Where will I wander now? When it all starts to look the same, no one's screaming out your name, and it can't be home again. It can't be home again.
Man, I cannot wait for about 2 minutes from now. You promised me you guys were going to rock out at the end of the show, to close the show. So I'm excited to see what constitutes as a bigger rock out than that. So Tarpaper, this might get a little hard because where do people go online to find you? Because about an hour ago, you're still Tarpaper and Wild Roses. So
Technically, we still have the Tarpaper and Wild Roses MySpace.
Okay.
So myspace.com/Tarpaper and Wild Roses. Got a couple of songs up there, I think, still from.
We're also in the process of we're trying to we're going to get a Facebook page, try to put together the website and all that, and we're just trying to get some recordings that we feel comfortable with as being, here, listen to this. This is pretty good.
So when we talk about recordings, is there an album in the works, or are you just kind of getting the building the name first, whatever you decide it will be?
Well, our idea is we're hoping to work with a friend of ours, do a live, off the floor kind of recording, and try to make it as real as possible, have some fun, and we're hoping to get that accomplished by Christmas. Is kind of a rough goal right now.
All right. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Had a good time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I love how this giant 6 is over my shoulder. I know we were going to talk sports because you saw jerseys, but they're actually old retired jerseys from old crew members. And it just happens to turn out that Jenna Giacomelli was number 6, and it's season 6. So that should be prominent in every shot. But anyways, with tulips all over my set, we say goodbye for a week. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching Strip Down. Thanks to our sponsors, Long and McQuaid, Ultimo Uramoda, and of course, Mr. Sicily Pizza. Check us out on Facebook. For the last time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tarpaper. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
personal appearance is not the best.